What do you say we go try to find some birds? Bring me into your world a little bit.
This week on Life on the Water, Brandon jumps into a kayak and gets an up-close look at the wild bird population with well-known avian expert Kelly Grinter.
There's a lot of herons will nest in here.
Kelly also gives Brandon a tour of the Marathon Wild Bird Center, where rescued birds are rehabilitated and released back into the wild.
She's a 13-year-old bald eagle.
Marking some fish down there.
Got a crunch?
Then it's back out onto the high seas with an old friend in search of the silver carnivore, the permit.
That's the biggest one I've ever caught by far.
West Marine's Life on the Water, presented by Costa Custom Boats.
On a regular day out here in the Florida Keys, there is a ton of wildlife and birds everywhere. All different types of species, whether, you've got the birds out on the offshore side of the ocean, the birds inshore, birds on the flats, or even just birds passing through on their regular migratory paths. Something that I don't think about a lot is, what happens if these birds get hurt or get wrapped up in some fishing line or something happens? There are several organizations down here in the Florida Keys that will rescue, rehabilitate, and put the birds back into their natural habitat. And Kelly Grinter here at the Marathon Bird Rescue has her own operation that is absolutely incredible and vital to the birds here in the Florida Keys.
Whether adventuring out on the open seas, driving the highway, or just working in your garden, eyewear is an essential part of your must-have items. The proper sunglasses protect your eyes from the sun's harmful UV rays, allowing you to see better and safer.
Kate!
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
I knew I'd find you over here.
What brings you in today?
I need some new sunglasses.
Some new Costa sunglasses?
That's right.
Perfect, I got you. Let's go.
Awesome. Right, quite the selection.
You got a few different options here. With your 580p, you've got the polycarbonate plastic lens. I highly recommend the 580G, which is your glass lens. They're going to be super scratch resistant.
I like the glass a lot.
Right. You have a ton of different options for color here. Your blue lens is going to be the best. It's your offshore open water color. It's going to give you the most protection. Your eyes are important.
Absolutely.
If you're moving into like the inshore stuff, you've got your green lenses. Your green lenses are going to absorb a little bit of the exposure, but your blue lens is going to be that extreme offshore condition.
I do like the darker blue ones when it's a bright sunny day out there. Helps cut down that light, be able to see into the water when I'm up there in the tower. All right, yeah, I like these. What do you think?
Looks good.
Yeah? Yeah, they keep a lot of the sun.
Yeah,
from
you've got
behind you
the
coming
wide
out.
arms too to kind of give you that protection from the sides as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, they look great.
Awesome, yeah, well, ring me up.
All right, you got it. Let's go.
Awesome, thank you, Kate.
The Florida Keys are comprised of over 10,000 islands and are home to over 100 migratory bird species. Brandon asked Kelly Grinter, founder of the Marathon Wild Bird Center, to join him on a kayak excursion to view a few of the feathered residents.
Good morning, Brandon.
Hey, good morning, Kelly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's great to see you.
Nice day for a little kayak out there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's beautiful. These are
I'm
nifty.
excited. Yeah, these are awesome. It's inflatable. You can pack them away, put them in almost like a backpack,
Wow.
and carry them around, throw them in the truck. They're perfect. What do you say we go try to find some birds?
do that.
Bring me into your world a little bit.
Let's go look at some pelican habitat.
I'm excited. Let's
right.
do it. We just got to throw this kayak on, and then
Okay.
we're ready to go if you want to hop
Sounds
on.
good. Sounds good.
Cool.
30 years ago, I came to the Florida Keys to do an internship at one of the bird centers down here. And while I was down here, I just kind of fell in love with it. I didn't really even like birds, but I decided I would learn on birds and go back to Massachusetts, where I was from, but I never left. And birds is all I do now.
So what kind of birds do you think we're going to see today?
Well, since we're going to a beautiful mangrove island, I think we're going to see some herons, ibis. We're going to have to look for the smaller ones. They're going to be hidden a little bit in
Really?
here. We can even see some white-crowned pigeons. They only come as far north as the Florida Keys in the northern or southern part of the Everglades.
Well, let's see what we can find out there.
Let's go.
So I got a couple new inflatable kayaks, one from Wilderness Systems and one from Advanced Elements. I threw them on the 34 Costa SV and I took Kelly out to Channel Key Island to get a closer look at this habitat of birds. So the long stretch of the Keys is a long chain of islands, and over the years it's attracted more and more people, and the birds have had to kind of deal with sharing that stretch of islands with us. Let's go check out this island, Kelly.
I've never been out here in 30 years that I've been driving past it.
Really?
Never.
It's a really cool island. Look, there's an earth shark right there.
I see them.
What kind of birds are going to be nested up inside the mangroves?
Cormorants,
Yeah.
white-crowned pigeons will nest on these little mangrove islands too. They're kind of secretive. Herons, a lot of herons will nest in here. Is that a white pelican? I can't tell from here.
I can't tell either.
We should have brought binoculars.
It almost looks like a white pelican.
It does.
West Marine's Life on the Water, presented by Costa Custom Boats, is brought to you by West Marine. Know more, get more, boat more. Only at West Marine. Costa Custom Boats. Pelican Kayaks. Smith's Knives, the Edge Experts. Omniscient Systems. Dominate the night. And by Tailwalker, the premier Florida Keys fishing experience.
I'm sure you get a lot of cormorants
We do.
at the hospital.
We do. A lot of starving cormorants, which is just the young ones that leave the nest and they didn't pay attention in school. Pelicans will show their offspring how to fish.
Really?
Well, I mean, they'll show other offsprings, not necessarily theirs, but the cormorant parents, they kind of give their some life lessons.
You could spend your whole life in the Keys and not discover every secret that this magical ribbon of islands has to offer. Brandon's kayak partner to the Channel Island, Kelly Grinter, founded the Wild Bird Center in Marathon in 1995. The center's mission is to rescue, rehabilitate, and release injured migratory and resident wild birds. With the help of a team of loyal volunteers, the center has tended to over 25,000 winged friends.
It's a lot of life around here, Kelly.
This is exactly like the island we have offshore of Crane Point. We let all the pelicans go, we point them towards the island, and we say, go out there, hang with those guys.
Right.
I've actually released pelicans before that. I've let 4 baby pelicans go, the ones with the white bellies, and an adult flying by will circle back and land with them, and they'll all take off together.
That's pretty cool.
That's happened about 4 times.
That's awesome.
I wanted to start my own place in Marathon because there was a place in Key West at the time, in Key Largo, but nothing in between. That's 100 miles with no place for injured animals to go, and you can see we're surrounded by birds, so we needed a 3rd bird center.
Yeah, that's
And that's
awesome.
me.
I'd love to come check it out.
Let's do that. Let's go.
Unfortunately, man and nature sometimes bump into each other. Birds can become injured by getting hit by a car. A bird can get hooked while someone is fishing. A domestic animal may attack a bird. Fortunately, in Marathon, Kelly is here to help.
So this is your office, huh?
This is my office. You can't
is
get any
cool.
better than this.
No.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey,
I
how's
want
it
you to
going?
meet Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Linda.
We just went on a really cool
How was-
kayak trip.
How was that?
It was great. We came to see some of the birds, but we're going to start with the pelicans.
We got lots of them.
Let's take it.
They didn't eat too much breakfast, it looks like.
Oh.
Crane Point here is an excellent habitat for birds. It's 63 acres. We normally let all of the birds go here. We either let the smaller ones go up here where we are now and the bigger ones back at the water or somewhere in the hammock itself. They may not be a water bird. They just need some privacy.
So most of these guys are going back out into the wild. About 8 of them are our non-releasables that when we can, we're going to move them into the permanent enclosure.
Right. She's doing everything she can with the Marathon Bird Rescue just to make sure that these birds are safe, taken care of. If something happens to them, they're rehabilitating them, getting them back into the wild, back into their natural habitat.
Brandon, come in here. This is my ICU.
ICU.
Intensive care for birds.
Man, you guys are set up for everything.
We are.
What is that?
This is a little mourning dove baby.
Really?
It's baby dove season. It doesn't take long. They're 11 days to incubate, 11 days until they fledge out of the nest.
Really?
Yep, and then mom and dad can start all over again.
That's pretty quick.
But we do have some patients that have never been able to leave, and we have them on display out there.
Oh, let's
Really
go check.
cute.
Yeah, let's go check those out.
And I have a new one too. You want to hear it?
What
It's
you
an
got?
eagle.
You got an eagle?
I got a bald eagle.
No way. I gotta bring my girls over to see that.
The injuries happen where the people are. But more than likely, it's somebody who's at a marina and they see a bird with a fish hook or wrapped up in fishing line. Those are the common calls we get. Or a bird on the side of the road, something somebody can see.
This is Rita.
What's up, Rita?
Rita came to us last October. She's a 13-year-old bald eagle. She was found because the nest that she was in fell to the ground. She got injured. Unfortunately, had to amputate her at the elbow, so she's never gonna fly free again, but she's got a great home here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got a cool little house over there. You guys are a non-profit organization, so if somebody wanted to help out or, donate some money to help keep these cages up and help you guys take care of these birds, what's the best way to do that?
Which is very much needed.
Yeah.
We've been here at Crane Point for 30 years, but the entrance fee goes to maintaining the property. So we get donations through our website, which is marathonwildbirdcenter.org.
Okay.
The community has always been awesome. I mean, we couldn't have done it without them.
You guys have always done a great job to
Thank you.
rehabilitate them and set them free back in their natural habitat.
Like I said, 75 species, 25,000 birds later.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We have a little experience, right, Linda?
That's right. When you're traveling out early in the morning before the sun comes up, or maybe you're coming back late at night from a long, fun day of fishing, you want to be able to see what's out there. The OmniSense Ulysses Mini is what we've got aboard the Costa 34, and it is absolutely incredible. A couple of the things that I really like about this system is the thermal imagery, that you can just see anything that's got a heat signature out there while you're traveling on the water. Whether there's a boat on the horizon or something floating in the water, being able to see at night is a huge advantage. Another thing that I really like using it for is we get really early starts sometimes when we're heading out to the bait grounds. And traveling through the harbor, being able to see everything on the screen behind me is honestly amazing. Safety is the biggest thing for me when I'm out on the water and I'm carrying passengers out on a long day of charter fishing. And having this OmniSense is absolutely huge. It's a game changer. I mean, let's be honest. Night vision is better vision.
What's the plan for today?
I wanted to go jump in the water a little bit, but I think we'll just go anchor up and then see what happens from there. That north wind mudded up the reef pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
On an overcast morning at Hawks Cay Marina, Brandon is meeting up with Native Keys resident, longtime friend, and avid spearfisherman Chase Grimes. Chase was exploring these waters before he was even old enough to walk. The north wind has muddied up the waters, and instead of a spearfish diving excursion, the two will head out for a deep-sea catch.
Probably go pop the kite, see if we can't get a sailfish, maybe some tunas.
You had the permit, we're coming through too.
Yeah, I brought some crabs.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so we'll check that out. I don't know, we're ready for everything.
All right.
You know how it goes. You gotta be able to adapt to whatever's happening out there. We try to do a little bit of everything, especially after a big storm or a front where you don't necessarily know exactly what the conditions are gonna be. So we'll pop the kite, put a bait out on the surface, we'll put a down rod down on the bottom and maybe drift some baits down subsurface for some yellowtail snappers, maybe get a lucky mutton snapper or something like that. But you just never know exactly what you're gonna lean into. Marking some fish down there.
Perfect.
Some big fish, might be some sharks. Got them on, dude.
That was quick, eh?
Yeah. Oh, look at this shark right here. Straight behind the boat. Probably a shark.
Instant?
Oh, instant. Shark. Oh, it's a cove. Get the gap, get the gap, get the gap. Quick, 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 quick. Quick, quick, quick.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Ready? Right here. Nice call, bro. Sick.
Nice one, bro.
That's a good way to start.
Oh, that's
it off.
a fatty.
That is a fatty.
Oh, that's nice.
Not bad, right?
What do you think it is, 35?
Probably right there.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start the day.
Hell yeah.
I'll take it,
yeah.
buddy. Nice. Oh, going in the box.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
That
Cobia
was-
for dinner then.
we're having cobia for dinner. That's awesome, man.
Try drifting this half pilchard back and see if a mutton picks it up. My mom and dad, growing up, you know, every single weekend from the time I was born, I was out on the water. They used to put me on the little strollers, little walk around things that were round, and they would tie a bunch of floats around it and just throw it in the water, and I would just be bobbing around behind the boat while they'd be catching lobsters or spear fishing or whatever they wanted to be doing.
Look at all those marks. What do you think that is? Looks like muttons.
Looks like muttons.
Up in the slick. Oh, got him on, dude, got him on.
Very heavy.
Think it's the shark?
I don't want to break it off in case it is a cobia.
No doubt, or a mutton. I mean, those marks look like some muttons, for sure.
Oh, he's staying up pretty high. Looks very, very sharky. Yeah.
What are you doing on our snapper hole, bro? Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Nice. Someone back there, Chase.
See what comes up, huh?
Oh,
there he is.
kingfish maybe? Yeah. Some kind of mackerel.
Oh, that's a Spanish.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is a Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big Spanish.
That is a big Spanish.
Eat him for sushi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're good. They're almost just like wahoo.
Really?
Raw, yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it. I always like the Ciros. Try one more bait here and then maybe we'll move on, see what else we can get.
Yeah, yeah.
West Marine's Life on the Water, presented by Costa Custom Boats, is brought to you by Scales, every degree of water. Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. Waypoint TV, the destination for outdoor entertainment. Ameritrail, load, launch, relax. And by BioEsk Marine, Pro Solutions.
Pretty wild. We came out here to try to catch yellowtails, and all we caught was a cobia.
That might be a first for me, buddy. You want to go see if we can find some of those permit everyone's been talking about?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
No one can say catching a nice 35-pound cobia is a bad day. But for these two seasoned anglers, there's more in the deep blue. Several wrecks lay along the Florida Keys coastline, ranging from 60 to 200 feet in depth, and Brandon's received intel on one that has been holding ocean silver, the permit.
All right, so we're at a wreck here. Should be some permit, maybe some kingfish.
Man, I fished all over the Keys, and I've never seen any other wreck mark like this one does.
It's crazy, isn't it? The amount of life that's here. It's probably one of the coolest wrecks.
They're on top of the deck now, 90 feet.
Yeah, let's try it. Probably try to put a live bait on the surface, catch a sailfish, get those jigs on, and you put a crab on them. I just marked them right there. Yeah, they're like 40 feet down.
They're all balled up together, sitting like a foot apart.
Yeah. There you go. Tight, tight. How far down were you?
Deep,
Deep?
deep. Crunch, crunch, and then swimming. Was just running a lot a second ago. He's coming up now, though.
Get him, bro, get him, bro. I know it's not diving, but this is still pretty fun, buddy.
Oh no, if I shot him, he'd be in the boat by now. Oh, I can see him down there now.
Oh, there he is, yeah. It's a big one, dude.
I feel better then.
He's big.
Giant. Oh, that's the biggest one I've ever caught by far.
That's a big permit, bro.
Woo. Man, that thing is freaking.
Pretty fish, right? It's big, man.
That's the biggest one I've ever caught.
That's awesome. You know, they're out here spawning, so we'll try to get them back and revived real good. He's already trying to kick out of my hand there. He's fat.
That's massive.
Dude, he's probably 30 pounds. He's heavy, bro. I'm gonna send him on his way here. There he goes, dude. Not a bad day on the water, buddy.
That's the biggest permit I've ever got, for sure.
Dude, that thing was huge, man. What do you say we head back to Hawks Cay and clean up that cobia?
Yeah, clean the cobes up and
Maybe do some fish tacos?
yeah,
We'll have to call Autumn on the way back.
definitely. She makes the best ones.
Dude, 100%.
A day on the water that's going to be remembered for a fish of a lifetime and enough meat to feed friends and family. It's what makes the Florida Keys a magical destination for visitors from around the United States.